Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make an assignment within Canvas. And I promise at first it might seem like there's a ton of extra steps to it, but once you do it 3 or 4 times, you kind of get the swing of it. So, first off, I'm working within a module. I know that on Monday I want the kids to do some kind of assignment. I want them to be assessed in some kind of way. So I'm going to click on the module that I'm working on, hit that plus sign over in the right hand side, and I'm going to choose assignment. It's always going to be sitting there, and I'm going to choose new assignment, and I will name it Monday's assignment. If it was something that I know, like French and Indian War notes, then I would name it something like that. Now it's going to always send it down to the bottom, so I'm just going to grab the little ice cube tray and drag it up to Monday. And then I'm going to actually start creating it. So I'll click on the assignment and hit edit. So the top section of the assignment edit screen is going to be where your instructions are. So students will follow along with the slide to finish their notes. Just going to make something up. So then you can scroll down to the bottom and you can choose how many points do you want this to be. Or do you want it to be complete or incomplete? Do you want it to be a percentage, the letter grade, GPA scale, or not graded? So, and you can also choose whatever group that you want it to be. I tend to just do whatever it is labeled. So if it's a quiz, I'm going to put it in quiz. If it's an assignment, put it in assignments. The one thing that if you are creating an assignment for the kids to actually turn in something that they will be like submitting to you, you need to have it actually be graded in some way. If you choose, watch this, there's a submission type right here. If you choose not graded, that disappears and it jumps straight to the due date. So I tend to hang out with either complete or incomplete and the points. So let's play around with points. You can even choose that maybe it's something that you want the students to do, but you don't necessarily want them to be impacted negatively with their grade. Like you just don't want it to impact their grade at all. You can choose to not have that count towards their final grade, which I think is really cool. So going back to the instructions, you can add tons in the instructions. You can choose links to external websites, links to pages within or places within your Canvas course. You can include images. You can upload unsplash images, so copyright-free images, videos. You can do documents. One of my favorite things that I will be doing is choosing that little plugin thing and going to Google Drive or going to Studio. And I believe YouTube will also be accessible here. I think I just don't have it set up within my sandbox just yet. So you can also scroll down to do YouTube as well. So you can add that and it will pop down below your instructions. So submission type. This is going to be how they are going to turn in some kind of assessment. So online, when I think of online on Canvas, that's literally what it means. If it says online, it's just they're not leaving Canvas, they're not doing anything else. They're only staying on Canvas to complete this assignment. So text entry is going to be, say you ask the question and you just want them to respond with a paragraph. A website URL could be if they have created a blog post or maybe they uploaded a YouTube video. They can submit a website URL to answer or to submit their assignment. A media recording. Last year I had my kids create podcasts, so that could be something that they can do. And they can do that all within Canvas, within the studio. And that can also be videos too. It's not just voice recording, but they can also do video too. File uploads are if they created maybe a PDF or they took a photo. That's how they can submit it. The on paper, self-explanatory, this will only be allowed to use or be usable if we are back in person, and so I'll skip that for now. External tool, this is going to be your best friend if you use a lot of Google Docs and Google Slides. So I'm going to play around and I'm going to show you, because this is the one that takes the more additional steps, is with creating a Google Doc within the assignment. So I'm going to choose external tool. You just have to click the find button and scroll down to Google Drive Cloud Assignment. I didn't click any, I just clicked on the title Google Cloud Drive Assignment, or Google Drive Cloud Assignment, and it sent me here to my Google Drive. So I'm going to choose this random document, and then it sends me back here, and you might think, oh, I need to do something else. You just have to click select, that's all. And you can tell that there's an external URL within that little space. The load this tool in a new tab is pretty cool because it won't show the actual file on the assignment. It will just say click here to go to the assignment or whatever. It will say the name of the assignment. So that's pretty handy. And then you can change however many attempts you want them to do. You can sync to SIS, and this will make it talk to Infinite Campus, which is super cool. Saves us a lot of time. And you can also choose who this goes out to, when it is officially due, and when is it going to show up as available, and when will it block access to the assignment. So for me, I think it's really cool because as an 8th grade teacher at Longfellow, we say the assignment expires after 3 days past its due date. And so kids can no longer access it after that time period. I like to give some leeway. You never know students' situations. Maybe they were homesick and they couldn't work on it, whatever. And so to me, I can see myself having the due date, but then having it available until for about a week after that due date. And once it's due, if a kid submits it after the due date, there will be, whenever you look at your submissions, you will see a big late in like red word to the right of their name. So that's really cool too. And then you'll just hit save and you'll have the assignment. So this is what it will look like whenever it's a cloud assignment. And so kids can then click on that blue font and it will send them to the actual Word document or Google Doc that they can work on, because that's going to be difficult. Especially, I use a lot of Google Slides whenever I teach and for the kids to use, and it's even smaller. So we look at this to make it bigger for the kids to actually be able to work on it. So super cool. And so now there you have it. That's how you create an assignment.